Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Crystal. Last time, we finally made our way to the Kanto power plant, and we discovered that a very important part has been stolen. And that is why the power plant is no longer providing electricity to the people of Kanto. Not that you could really tell, considering there are lights on in every building. But anyway, this time we also got here to Cerulean City, and I would like to explore the surrounding area a little bit. Now, before we explore Cerulean City proper, I do want to throw in a quick mention to Route 4. We can access pretty much none of this route right now, but you can see there is grass right here, and there is one new encounter here. That is Clefairy, only at nighttime. Clefairy can be bred into Cleffa, which is the Pokemon that you could have gotten from the odd egg, but if you didn't, this is your first opportunity to obtain it. And Clefairy can also evolve into Clefable through use of a Moonstone. Now you're probably thinking, wait, we've only had access to 3 Moonstones in the game so far, but 4 Pokemon evolve using them. What the heck is up with that? Well, as it would turn out, Clefairy, Wild Clefairy, can actually be holding Moonstones when you capture them, so this is actually the first opportunity you have to get an infinite supply of them. Yeah, that time came a long while ago for pretty much every other stone in the game, but now that time is here for the Moonstone. Anyhow, right here we have Route 5, which is also incredibly short, and one thing that's really interesting about this door is that if you check it... What's this? House for sale. Nobody lives here. Very interesting, but you can go inside. And inside here, this old woman... Yeah! I sense a sinister shadow hovering over you. Take this to ward it off. And we get the cleanse tag. The item pocket is full. I gave the Paralyzed Cure Berry to Rattata because honestly I couldn't think of anything else to do. The unfortunate thing is our item space in the PC is also full, so we're actually really stressed for space. You were in mortal danger, but you are protected now. The cleanse tag, I believe what that does is it will actually cause wild Pokemon to appear less often if the Pokemon holding it is in the front of the party. Really neat. My grandma's into warding off what she believes to be evil spirits. I'm sorry that she startled you. Yeah, very fun stuff. Just want to double check that. Yes, that is indeed what it does. Now, we actually have a couple of items right here. I think I'm going to use them on our Pokemon. Let's see, who could use some defense? I don't know who is best with defense, but I think I'll give them both to Marowak, just to keep a little bit more space. And that calcium, that's definitely going to want to go on our Espeon later. But we've used those items for now, so I think we are done here. As you can see, this route loops around to Saffron City. You're from Johto, aren't you? How do you like Kanto? It's nice, don't you agree? It is pretty nice. But yes, this is where that route loops around to, and you can go straight to Cerulean City from Saffron if you want to. I just didn't do that. Underground path, Cerulean City to Vermilion City. The road is closed until the problem at the power plant is solved. Yep, this is where the underground path from just north of Vermilion pops out. Very nice indeed. Anyway, now that we've shown that, it's time to explore Cerulean City proper. First things first, as is, I guess, tradition at this point, we are going to be showing off the shop inventory. Pretty standard stuff, and I don't want to buy anything. In fact, I'm bursting at the seams with the number of items I have. And over here, there's a notice here. The bike shop has moved to Goldenrod City in Johto, and the door is locked. Very interesting. Now, this building is actually open in the remake, and you are able to access it in that game, but there's nothing actually there for you. Now, one thing that's pretty interesting is that bike shop actually has a name in the Japanese version. It is called Miracle Cycle, and for whatever reason, it's never mentioned in the English version of the game. Not sure why. There's a notice here. Stamp out thievery and make the city a friendlier, more cheerful place. Cerulean Police. Head right on in here, and we actually do have a sort of police station here, complete with a Diglett, or as I think I'll call it from now on, a Dug. We were held up by robbers before. I heard that some shady character is skulking about. I won't stand for it if he turns out to be a thief. Interesting stuff. Very interesting indeed. Now, of course, when I first played this game, didn't know what the story behind these people was, so yeah, kind of lost on me there. Anyway, last up we have this kid. There used to be a cave here that had horribly powerful Pokemon in it. Huh? My item finder's responding. Very interesting. But indeed, Cerulean Cave is no longer here. The cave is present in the remake, but here, there is absolutely nothing there for you, except for one teeny tiny little thing that we are going to be checking out soon. Cerulean City Pokemon Gym, leader Misty, the tomboyish mermaid. Interesting how that sign's there. What does this one say? Cerulean City, a mysterious blue aura surrounds it. Very nice. Anyhow, I think we should check out the gym, because there's nothing else for us to possibly do in this town, right? Oops, I so sorry. You not hurt, okay? I very busy. No time for talking with you. Not good for me if seen by somebody. Oh no, you seen me already. I make big mistake. Hey, you, forget you see me, okay? You see, hear, no, nothing, okay? Bye, kid, nothing. Bye-bye a go-go. Oh my word, I love that so freaking much. I know it's like a stereotype, but I love it. Sorry, I'll be out for a while. Misty, the gym leader. Yep, as you can see, there's actually nothing here in the gym for us at the moment, so I think we should give chase to that thief. Because thievery is something that will not be tolerated in the Kanto region. Not now, not ever. And of course, did you all think that that was the last time you were going to hear the Team Rocket music back in Goldenrod City? Nope, it gets one last little hurrah right here. Cerulean Cape ahead. That is where we are going, because the thief has fled here. Hey kid, me I'm a Team Rocket member kind of guy. Come from another country, a trainer number 1, me. Think I did if stop the energy, be big panic for here people. Secret it is my mission, so tell you I not. But if win you do versus me, a man I be, and mine secret to you I tell. Hey kid, battle begin we do. This guy's dialogue is really, really hard to parse through. But yes, he's obviously a stereotype of some foreign traveler, and I don't mean to laugh, but his dialogue is just so hilarious and memorable. I love it. Anyway, his only Pokemon here is this level 30 Golbat. Now, you guys are going to want to treasure listening to this music when you play through the game, because this is the absolutely last time in the entire game that you are going to be hearing the Team Rocket battle music. I know, it's so sad. It's one of my favorite songs in the game, but I think stopping crime is more important than listening to some good tunes, wouldn't you say? Aye, no, 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 believe it I can't. Strong very much be you, match I am not to you. Okay, tell you mine secret will I. Machine parts steal by me. Hide it I did in gym of the Cerulean. Inside water put it I did. Look for in water center of gym at. But you forget me not. Beat you for sure will Team Rocket. Come from Johto will they. Mine friends, yes. Will revenge they are. You say what? Team Rocket bye-bye a go-go? Broken it is, says you? Oh no! Should I do what now on from me? It's like Yoda, but just not written as well. But yes, he does indeed tell us that the machine part that was stolen from the power plant is hidden in the gym, which is not that building, it is this building. And I believe it is right here in this center point. Not there. Is it here? Yes, we find the machine part, which is a key item that we are definitely going to want to keep a hold of. Very, very nice. Anyway, with that, I am going to head right on over here and head into the Pokemon Center and regroup with my notes a little bit. And with that, we are ready to head onwards. I deposited what I could in the PC, which is honestly not much, because we are very, very tight on space, but it should allow us to survive for a little bit longer. Anyway, this here is Route 24, and it's pretty much the most boring route in the entire game because there is absolutely nothing here. There are no new Pokemon in this route and no items, so don't count on seeing anything really neat and cool and new here. But if we head back over this way towards Cerulean City, you might recall that kid mentioning that his item finder was responding. If we go over to where in the general vicinity it was picking up, we have the Berserk Gene. This is the only remnant of Cerulean Cave and what lay within in this game. This item is interesting. It is a consumable held item, and what it does is when the holder enters battle, the item is instantly consumed, sharply raises your attack stat, and inflicts confusion for 256 turns. Yeah. Really, really interesting item. Not sure exactly what the motivation behind it was, aside from the obvious, but it's just a very strange inclusion that did not appear in later generations. I believe in the remake that item is reduced to simply a nugget, but I mean, you get the actual cave in the remake, so I think the trade-off is pretty valid. Anyway, unlike in Generation 1, we cannot progress this way because that would cause a pretty serious sequence break in the progression of the story of Pokemon Crystal, so we have nowhere to go but up. And when I say up, I mean north, right through Route 24 here, and onto Route 25. And right here, we have a hidden potion. Very good. Now, you might recall, on that bridge in prior generations, there was a trainer gauntlet challenge. However, in this game it has moved to Route 25. Beat the 6 of us trainers to win a fabulous prize. Think you've got what it takes? Ah yeah, let's do it. Now, interesting thing about Routes 24 and 25, in Generations 1 and 3, the corner is part of Route 24, but in Generations 2 and 4, the corner is part of Route 25. Really not sure why exactly that is, but it's an interesting little bit of trivia. Anyway, in case you're wondering why I don't go take the machine part back immediately, the main reason behind that is this whole route is right here, and we also don't know the whereabouts of the gym leader Misty. And since we're in town, I'd really like to get that gym fight out of the way before we replace that machine part, because in case it wasn't obvious, the restoration of that machine part to where it belongs is going to open up a very big chunk of the Kanto region to us, and I'd like to wrap up everything pre-machine part before we start on things post-machine part, because honestly, you can split Kanto up into two pretty distinct halves. That is, before you fix the power plant, and after you fix the power plant. And I'd like to get everything on one side done before we start the other side. I hope that makes sense. I think it does. I think you follow. Alright, so we have a gauntlet of 6 trainers right here that we have to defeat, and they said they would give us a fabulous prize. Now, you might recall, in previous games, the bridge on Route 24... That was weird. The bridge on Route 24 will pause for a second. Sorry about that, the recording just completely freaked out for a second right there. I'm really not sure why. Hopefully it's fixed? Not sure what the deal with that was. Anyway, as I was saying before, everything went to hell. The bridge on Route 24 is commonly known as the Nugget Bridge, and you would get a nugget for defeating all of the trainers there in Generation 1. What might you get for defeating all of these trainers? I promise it's really not that much of a surprise, but it will make us a little bit richer, which I will definitely appreciate, and that Mega Drain is probably going to hurt a little bit. Also, why on earth did I use Earthquake right there? I have Fire Punch. I guess that recording glitch threw me off my game more than I thought it did. Oh well. We just have a few more trainers to go, and then we can claim our fabulous prize. And hopefully nothing else will go wrong, because things going wrong are like my least favorite part of making Let's Play videos. Anyone who's been a fan of me for the very long time will know that I've had some frustrating mishaps when it comes to recording in the past, so let's hope nothing too major happens. Anyway, we've got a Vaporeon here, and Vaporeon, meet Thunderbolt. I think you will all get along just fine. Very good. Alright, that is the third trainer down. Joe. Ow, stomped flat, he says. Alright. There's a plane going overhead. I have to wonder if the recording's going to pick that up. Alright. Number 4, getting tired? Honestly, not really, because the trainers in this game are not all that strong. As we've already established, when it comes to this half of the game, not the hardest thing in the world. So we are just going to go along and see what we can pull off. Alright. Fire Punch, very nice. Honestly, I don't think this Fire Punch got quite a lot of use in the Elite Four, but it's really been pulling through in Kanto because it very handily counters Marowak's grass-type weakness, which is really nice. How we can use Marowak in more varied situations. Alright. Taking it down right there, and wow, Blossom actually survived that. That's impressive. And I think it's probably going to survive this burn. Oh, Petal Dance. That's going to hurt. I think this is the first time we're seeing Petal Dance, although there is a Pokemon in the Elite Four that is capable of learning it, and you want to keep out of that move's way. I believe I mentioned it back when we were fighting the Elite Four, but Petal Dance is basically a grass-type version of Outrage, which might sound interesting, but it's also something that should sound very terrifying. You do not want to mess around with any variation of Outrage. Like, you just don't want to touch them. Alright. Anyhow, sending in our beautiful shiny Electabuzz. I'll never be able to get over the fact that we've done this Let's Play with a freaking shiny Electabuzz. Oh, I love that. Some people might have their shiny Weezings and whatever, but man, shiny Electabuzz. It's so fun to say. I love to brag about that kind of thing. I don't know why. Usually I'm humble when it comes to quite a few things, but when it comes to having a shiny freaking Electabuzz, I just can't. Like, I can't hold it in. I love it so much. And everyone needs to know. I can shout it from the hilltops. Anyway, here we have Camper Lloyd. Doesn't seem to be as bespectacled as the last Lloyd we saw on this channel, but I guess he will have to do. He's sitting on a Nidoking, and hopefully Earthquake will be able to take it out, because poison types are, for whatever reason, weak against ground. I'll be honest, I don't understand that weakness all that much. Can someone explain it to me? Because I don't really understand it. Whoa, too much, he says. Alright, and next up we have number 6, I want to say this is. I'm the last in line, but I tell you, I'm tough. Really? You, of all of the trainers in the Kanto region, are the tough one? I don't know. Yeah, I think you can see where this is going. Level 29 Paris. Alright. I mean, I guess we'll take it. Alright, taking it down in one hit. I would be astounded if that did not one-shot. And next up is another Paris. Okay. I mean, I guess we can make this work. Fire Punched again. And another one-shot in the bag. Very nice. Now, are we going to get to level 52? Depends on what our last Pokemon is. Parasect. Okay, we might. We might get level 52 on Marowak. Be really nice if we could, but it's gonna be really close because this Parasect is only level 32. Let's see here. One shot, as we expect, and... oh, we actually did make it. Level 52. Very good. You're kidding. I never kid. And, obviously, this guy can't be a trainer, except... oh, wait, yes he is. I have nothing to do with the six-pack trainers. I waited here to beat you when you were tired out by all the battles. Now, a really fun way to just give him a good old slap in the face is to beat that lass, go back and heal, and come back and fight this guy at full strength. But honestly, you don't even need to do that because his only Pokemon is this level 36 Porygon. And I don't know about you, but I have some serious doubts this thing's going to be able to hold up against my Marowak. Case in point, and a critical hit for good measure. Very nice. And down goes Super Nerd Pat. Aren't you tired at all? Nah, not really. Not really at all. Anyway, right here, before we do anything else, we can cut right through this tree, and we have a protein, which is very, very nice to have. Always could do with a good protein, and now we have this dude. You took on one more battle than you expected, but you've won anyway. As promised, you win a prize. And we get, as expected, a Nugget. But after seeing you battle, I want to see how all fare. How about it? Let me take you on. Yep, you do get to fight this guy anyway, so even though they talk about a 6-trainer group, this route actually has 8 trainers on it, so don't let your guard down. And this one's actually pretty strong. He's got a level 38 Rhyhorn. That's honestly impressive in my book. I mean, honestly, it shouldn't be impressive, but when we take the whole of Kanto that we've explored thus far, relative to everything else we've seen in Kanto, this is pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty decent lineup this guy's got. Up next we have a Wartortle, so I think we are going to switch over to Electabuzz for this one. And this Wartortle is level 35, which isn't as good as the Rhyhorn, but I guess we can work with it. Alright, I'm gonna Thunderbolt you, and if this doesn't one-shot, I will eat, I was glancing around at my desk to decide what I would eat, and then I look up, and he's gone, so I guess we don't even have to worry about it. Last up, we have Charmeleon. I'm gonna stay in with Electabuzz simply because Electabuzz is very, very close to level 51. Plus, Thunderbolt, honestly, is probably going to put a huge dent in this thing at minimum, so yeah, there we go. Didn't have to play the weakness game because we're just too good, man. And with that, Electabuzz gets level 51, and we have defeated Cool Trainer Kevin. I've never had a battle this good. Very nice indeed. That was a great battle. You and your Pokemon are truly outstanding. One of the very few trainers in this game who will actually force dialogue with you after you beat him. Anyway, I believe this might be where we can find Misty. Hopefully she's not in the middle of anything. Oh, why did you have to show up and bug us now? Do you know what they call people like you? Pests. You heard me right, pest. Oh, those badges you have. Are they Johto Gym badges? If you have 8, you must be good. Okay then. Come to Cerulean Gym. I'll be happy to take you on. I'm Misty, the gym leader in Cerulean. Looks like we interrupted her date, which is a little awkward. Now, fun fact, in the remake, this is actually the site of the battle with Suicune, which is really interesting. And also in the remake, Misty will actually mention how she will look off into the sea right here and watch the sunset. However, we're facing east right now, and I'm pretty sure the sun sets in the west. Not sure exactly how that works. Anyway, the last thing of note is the Sea Cottage. This is Bill's old house. He now lives in Goldenrod City, however, and this house is now home to his grandfather. You know Bill. He's my grandson. He's in Johto. He does something with PCs, so I'm house-sitting. My grandson Bill told me about a Pokemon that has a long tongue. If you have that Pokemon, may I see it, please? We do not have that Pokemon, but I can tell you what this is all about. Bill's grandfather will ask to see a specific Pokemon, and depending on what you show him, he will give you a different item. If you show him a Lickitung, he will give you an Everstone. If you show him a Growlithe, he will give you a Firestone. If you show him an Oddish, he will give you a Leaf Stone. If you show him a Pichu, he will give you a Thunderstone. And if you show him a Staryu, he will give you a Water Stone. These do vary between games, and the information I just gave you is for Crystal, so you might want to look up the relevant information for the version that you are playing if you are playing a different version. And considering what is releasing on the 3DS Virtual Console in like 4 weeks, something tells me you are all playing a different version. Oh, us Crystal players never had it easy, did we? Anyway, with that, we may head back here to Cerulean City, and I think we are going to be ending things off here. So, this past episode of Pokemon Crystal, we made our way around Cerulean City, and we were able to recover the stolen machine part for the power plant. We were also able to track down Misty and return her to the gym. So next time on Pokemon Crystal, we are going to be having that gym battle, and then I think it is high time the power plant got back on its feet. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.